لا تحسب أن الدين بعيد عن حب وحياة.
As you have heard, that our topic of this 2-day or 3-day retreat is the Day of Judgment. And it is a vast topic, as I mentioned in the Jummah Khutbah or Shama'il, that you will not pass 3 pages of Quran, but you will find the mention of the Yawm al-Qiyamah, the Day of Judgment, the Day of Reckoning, directly or indirectly, and sometime every second page. So from that you can know the importance. Because everything and all the time which is passing now and all the time which will pass forever after that day is related to that Day of Judgment. Because now whatever we are doing, it will be rewarded or punished. Justice will be done. And after whatever will happen, it will also happen because of that day, what judgment is issued that day. So imagine on both sides, before that day and after that day has significance. And Day of Judgment is not only about one side, that yes, you should fear if you're doing wrong, but it has the other side as well, that there are many people who do good in this life and no one appreciates. We spoke about firstly during the day that the wrongs done, injustices done, people are killed, innocent people are killed, babies are being butchered and killed all through the history, things are being taken, properties are being confiscated, governments are wronging their subjects, the subjects are wronging the governments, one nation is oppressing other, one tribe is oppressing other. Everyone has not had justice. Because many people have passed away, millions of people who have been killed, who have been tortured, no one even knows about them. Let aside delivering justice, no one even knows. They can't remember of them. Those babies, those women, those men. This is to say about human beings. For example, let's say when the nuclear bomb was dropped or any other bomb, those hundreds and thousands of people, no one even knows many of them. Only their estimation that they are there. This we are speaking about human being. What about the animal kingdom? Who is going to listen to them? What about the birds? What about the animals? What about the other living creatures from ants to elephants? They don't have feelings. They don't feel pain. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that for every living thing which breathes, there is a reward in comforting or actually benefiting it. And likewise there is punishment as well. So that is one side we talked about little bit, that wrongs are being done, wars are being waged. What happened in Afghanistan, all those millions of people displaced in Iraq, India. For example, India was the most prosperous country regarding in relation to GDP than whole of Europe. And whole of Europe when in 16th, 17th centuries, the colonial rule, the French or the others, they went to Africa and British went to India. If you read history, it was the most rich country than whole of the Europe, the GDP, actually the India. And things were taken, destroyed, and now actually, yes, others are rich. America was funded when they invaded that land with the fund which came from India. Part of that came from India, though that money was used there and now there. Who is going to hold people accountable for that? You might even do not know. Those people have died, the oppressors have died, the oppressed have died. Who is going to hold accountable Yazid, who lived after waging such atrocities against Ahlul Bayt and Sayyidina Imam Hussain radiallahu anhu? No one held him accountable. He died his own death. So there's so many things through the history, the world. Now even Afghanistan, the state you see, I was saying then that I possess a house, I actually destroy them, finish them, and take their whatever, the belongings, and then go out, and they are starving, and whatever little bit of money they have outside, I also take that with me. That is justice. So I have gone out of Afghanistan, whatever money they have in the banks, I've frozen them, not giving them, and they're starving to death. And I'm asking others, please help, please help. What hypocrisy can be more than that? 1/10 of what is spent on bombs, if they're given, they can eat comfortably. So I'm just giving you an example of which you have lived, some of them, Iraq, Syria, other things, and Africa, what other matter here. Now, coronavirus came to warn that don't do this, because whatever comes at a bigger scale, internationally, any famine or natural disaster, that is a message from Allah that what you are doing is not right. The main players and stakeholders should think, the people who have power, they should think. If not, then what you do, zulm, now what's happening in Ukraine and those people, it just goes around, and tomorrow it can reach here, it can go reach there. So we didn't pay heed what coronavirus is saying. So now actually this is another warning that this can happen. Prices could soar, things could actually just change in days, and people cannot do it. What can now people do in Ukraine? They are just actually fighting. The Russians are saying we are protecting ourselves. The Ukrainians are saying we are protecting ourselves. NATO is saying we can't do anything because it's not in our contract. Islam has no boundaries like this. A Muslim is against zulm, oppression, no matter it's happening in the other side of the world. It's happening to an animal, or it's happening to a human being, black, yellow, white, atheist. Zulm is zulm. We can't say, oh, we don't have a contract with you, so we might actually dump you. No. The creation, the man of God, the worshipper of Allah, is merciful for the creation, because he is the follower of the Prophet, of the Nabi, the best of the creation, who has been given title by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rahmatan lil alameen, mercy for whole universe, all the creation of Allah. So his followers actually. So Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, for example, when he was Caliph for Islamic, he didn't say, okay, the zulm is happening in Persia. Persia is non-Muslim country, and we can let people do whatever they like. No, they went and stopped. They said, yes, the message should reach. There shouldn't be done zulm upon anyone. Because there's no differentiation like this. Anyway, I just wanted to mention to you that there is long overdue justice which is still not delivered because the people and the animals and the doers and the upon which was done, they have passed away. تو یہ ایک چیز ہے قیامت کے دن کی. قیامت کے دن کے سے پہلے جو کچھ ہو رہا ہے اس کا بھی تعلق قیامت کے دن سے ہے, اور قیامت کے بعد جو کچھ ہوگا اس کا بھی تعلق قیامت سے ہے کہ اس دن جو کچھ فیصلہ ہوگا جنت و جہنموں کا وہ تعلق اس سے ہوگا, اور اس سے پہلے آزمائش اور قیامت. تو اس لیے وہ بہت اہم دن ہے, اور اس کا ایک رخ یہ ہے کہ جو زیادتی ظلم شروع سے لے کر ہوئی, قابیل نے حابیل کو شہید کیا, اس انصاف سے لے کر ظلم سے لے کر اور آخری بندے تک جن کو دجال اور دوسرے لوگ قتل کریں گے یا جو بھی ہے, اور درمیان میں بھی یہ جتنی جنگیں مسلمانوں کے خلاف ہوئی, پہلے سیدنا امام حسین کے خلاف ظلم ہوا تو یزید کو تو کسی نے پھانسی نہیں لگا, وہ تو دنیا میں تو کوئی سزا نہیں اس کو ملی, وہ تو اپنی موت مر گیا. اسی طرح اور بھی بڑے بڑے ظالم, حجاج بن یوسف جس نے ہزاروں لوگوں کو قتل کیا وہ بھی خود مرا. تو کون انصاف دے گا؟ پتہ ہی نہیں جن کو, یعنی جو مر گئے مظلوم. پھر اس کے بعد جنگیں, پھر یہ پورے ملک یورپین ملکوں نے وہاں جا کے افریقہ میں, امریکہ پر, ادھر ساؤتھ افریقہ پر, انڈیا پر. میں ابھی بتا رہا تھا انڈیا اس طرح جس طرح انگلینڈ آج امیر ہے, امریکہ اس سے زیادہ امیر انڈیا تھا جب انہوں نے حملہ کیا. وہ اسی ساری دولت جو ہے وہ لے کے تو یہ امیر بن گئے. آپ پڑھیں اس کا جو جی ڈی پی اس وقت کیا تھا, پڑھائی 90% تو لٹریسی تھی, یعنی 90% لوگ سارے پڑھے لکھے لوگ تھے. ایسے بھی ان کی حکمرانی چل رہی تھی مطلب یہ چیزیں. لیکن اب کیونکہ آپ نے ہم نے دیکھا ہی نہیں, ہم سمجھتے ہیں یہ ملک شروع سے آ رہے ہیں, اور یہ نہیں بھائی انہوں نے ظلم کیا, وہاں جا کے گئے تجارت کرنے, قبضہ کر لیا, کسی کے گھر پہ قبضہ کر لیا. تو یہ ملک بھی کرتے ہیں, عام لوگ بھی کرتے ہیں, رشتہ دار بھی کرتے ہیں, ایک دوسرے کی زمین پر قبضہ کر لیا. پاکستان میں, ہندوستان میں, بنگلہ دیش میں کوئی پولیٹیشین ہے اس نے ساری زمین پہ قبضہ کر لیا, کسی نے بدماشی کے ساتھ لے لی, کوئی عورت اکیلی رہ گئی اس کو پر قبضہ کر لی اس کی زمین پر. تو یہ سب سے بہت سارے لوگوں سے تو انصاف ہوا ہی نہیں. 10 سال 20 سال کورٹوں میں کیس چل رہے ہیں, فیصلے نہیں, بندے مر گئے, قبروں میں پہنچ گئے, وہ ابھی فیصلہ ابھی کھلا نہیں, اور کئیوں کے کورٹ میں بیچارے نہیں جا سکتے. تو یہ سب کے ساتھ جو ہے آخر ان کے ساتھ کون انصاف کرے گا؟ ہوا ہی نہیں. تو قیامت کے دن کے تصور یا عقیدے کے بغیر یہ ساری دنیا ہی ایک کھچڑی بن جاتی ہے, ایک ظلم کا, ایک شیطانیت کی دنیا بن جاتی ہے. لیکن ایسا نہیں ہے. اللہ پاک ایک لمحے کا, ایک ظلم کا, یہاں تھا کہ حضور علیہ السلام نے فرمایا اگر بکری نے دوسری بکری کو مارا ہے تو اس پر بھی انصاف ہوگا, کسی نے بلی کو مارا ہے اس پر انصاف ہوگا. تو ایک تو یہ رخ ہے کہ انصاف ظلم کے مظلوم کے ساتھ ہوگا, زیادتی ہوئی. اب اکیلے میں کوئی خاوند بیوی پر, بیوی خاوند پر ظلم کرتے تو کون اس کا انصاف کرے گا؟ پتہ ہی نہیں. ہوتا پتہ جب کسی نے کسی کو مار دیا, کسی نے, لیکن جو عام چیزیں ہوتی ہیں وہ تو نہیں پتہ. وہ جو دل کو تکلیف پہنچتی ہے کون جانتا ہے؟